Hi, and welcome to Off the Shelf. I'm your host, Miss Victoria, and I have Miss Avian today.
Hello.
So we're going to go ahead and start this week. It's going to be Oscars because on Sunday is the Oscars. Now, I know a lot of times you think Oscars is just movies. However, a lot of these movies are inspired, maybe adapted from a book. So a lot of times, sometimes the screenplay may come from a book. They can actually take a book and turn it directly to a movie. Example would be like your Harry Potter. So this is what we're gonna do. All the ones on here are nominated for the Oscars. So let's go ahead and get right into it. And I do have what they are nominated for as well. Okay, first one is called No Man's Land by Jessica Ruder. Now on this one, what the book honestly is about, she goes to more than one transient or homeless person that she wanted, what she puts as a nomad. So they travel around. And the book that she wrote about, like you said, surviving America in the 21st century. Apparently the director, and of course, whoever adapted the screenplay, they liked the book and decided to make it into a screenplay, which became a movie. And it was so good that it is nominated for Best Director, and it's Chloe Zhao. It's nominated for Best Picture, Best Actress, Frances McDormand, the one who plays the lead person in this. And it's supposed to be, it doesn't give me her name, but the whole movie version is that after losing everything in the Great Recession, an old woman embarks on a journey through the American West, living as a van-dwelling modern-day nomad. And what they took from this book, they adapted it, just like it says, Best Adapted Screenplay. So they took that book and they made it into a screenplay.
Interesting.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of, I want to say it's called Into the Wild. I don't remember exactly, I've read the book. But you might know it. It's one where this person, it's an actual person, he decided to get rid of all his money, all his belongings, and just go to Alaska.
Okay. That seems like a reasonable thing to do.
Like they said in this one, the recession, she just lost everything and decides, well, I'm going to travel the American West in my van.
Okay. I bet
I've heard of it, haven't seen it, but it has won a lot of awards, and it has Frances McDormand, so I'm not surprised that she's nominated for Best Actress.
Yeah, it says Best Picture, so I'm imagining the cinematography for this movie is probably really like pretty, like landscapes and like nature. Very
I've seen a couple clips. I was tempted to put a trailer in here, but I don't want to spoil anything for people. Okay, the next one. I'm a music person too, and I've heard of this one just because of the actress. Now, this book is called Big Star Falling Mama, and the reason is because the one nominated for the Oscars is Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, and it's pretty much about Chicago 1927. They have a recording session, and tensions rise between the main one, Ma Rainey, and she's listed as one of the 5 women here in this book for Black music. Her ambitious horn player and a white management determined to control the uncontrollable mother of blues. So Ma Rainey is considered the mother of blues. And it's based on the Pulitzer Prize winner August Wilson's play. So apparently Ma Rainey's Black Bottom is a play. And it is nominated for Best Actor, Chadwick Boseman. Now we all know
Chadwick.
Rest in peace. He did pass away. And Best Actress, Viola Davis. If you want to see it, I think it's on Netflix. I don't know if it's on Netflix or Amazon, but I have seen it before. It's interesting. I am a blues person, so I'd be interested to watch it just to see what it's about. But that is one also that you can check out this book. And there's other women in this book dealing with Black music, but it does include Ma Rainey. And that's one of them that they will be having for the Oscars. So cross your fingers. I think they said Chadwick Boseman is actually, they predict he's going to win. So someone will accept his awards.
We'll see if you're right.
I think they said he's a good chance on that one. Okay, next one is Mank. And you're probably wondering, well, that's Citizen Kane. That's actually a movie too. What's that about? Well, this one is nominated for Best Director, David Fincher, Best Picture, Best Actor, Gary Oldman. Love Gary Oldman. Liked him since Dracula. Best Supporting Actress is Amanda Seyfried.
I love her.
She's also a good one.
She's good.
Yeah, I didn't recognize her when I looked into this one. The synopsis is, real quick, is a 1930s Hollywood is reevaluated through the eyes of scathing social critic and alcoholic screenwriter Herman J. Mankiewicz as he races to finish the screenplay for Citizen Kane for Orson Welles. A lot of people assume Orson Welles was the one who created this, so that's why that Mank is pretty much based on this guy saying there's always been I don't want to say a feud, but there was something between them saying who has the rights, who actually wrote the screenplay for Citizen Kane. Because you can see just alone it says Orson Welles, Citizen Kane.
Yeah.
And he doesn't even list the other guy as a screenwriter. So there's always wonder who actually wrote the screenplay for it. It's a classic. I can tell you that. It's a classic one. And it's black and white. So that's one thing I did like. I saw on Mank. It's black and white.
Interesting.
Yeah. And I figured it's Mank because his name is Mankiewicz. So they kind of just
like shortened.
You might like the next one. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, Soul. Actually, I haven't watched Soul, but it was apparently very good.
So have I. I haven't watched it because, of course, you have to wait a good while for it to end up on, like, for me, DirecTV to be able to purchase or anything because it's on Disney Plus. So unless you have Disney Plus, it's kind of hard to watch that one. It is nominated for Best Animated Feature, which I'm not surprised because it's Disney and Pixar again. You can just tell by the cover alone, just the animation, it looks so realistic.
It's very beautiful. When the trailers for Soul were coming out, I was like, wow, Disney and Pixar have just like grown so much. Disney Animation Studio. Yeah, because you can see the bottom, it kind of reminds me of Inside Out, I think. Inside Out, yeah. The little like but the emotions. Him and the cat, just the detail looks so realistic. Most animation is not like that. If you see the early Disney ones, so not surprised. Best feature, best original score. I'm actually not surprised on that either because Soul, what it's supposed to be about, is a musician who has lost his passion for music. Is transported out of his body and must find a way back with the help of an infant soul learning about herself. And being a musician, he does do blues music, and I'm not surprised about it as this original score. Yeah. Because I know they're known for their animation, but some movies that Disney does. Beautiful music, yeah. Now, these are ones that you can find at any of the branches. I know Soul we're getting, I don't know if the branches have it or it's been ordered for sure. Yeah, it's here. It's just there's a long list for it. So it's already going out to people. So you might want to put yourself on get on that list if you want to get on that list. Unless you have Disney Plus, then if one of your friends wants it, please let your friends come over, have a big, maybe just few people to watch it because I think it's worth watching, especially maybe do an outdoor, get one of those inflatable screens, a sheet on the wall, I don't know, project the movie. Right. I think it'd be worth it to me, honestly. I think it'd be worth it. Okay. Now, next ones are going to be ones that you can find on Hoopla. I wasn't able to find any that are nominated for the Oscars on Access 360. But I did find 4 for Hoopla. The first one is the book that's on Hoopla is Power to the People, the Black Panther Speeches, Fred Hampton. And you're probably like, what is that? Well, right below is the movie, Judas and the Black Messiah, which is apparently it's the story of Fred Hampton. He's the chairman of Illinois' Black Panther Party and his faithful betrayal by FBI informant William O'Neill. So that's what the movie's about. It is nominated for Best Picture. Best Supporting Actor actually has 2.
and I'm probably gonna butcher the last names. First one is Daniel Kaluuya. I think he came out in Get Out.
Yes, he did.
Okay, I don't know if I said his name right. The last name.
I think Kaluuya.
And Laketh Stanfield. I don't know what he's come out in, but he's the other one that's both of them are nominated for Best Supporting Actor, and it's the Best Original Screenplay because if you look at it, it's just about Fred Hampton, so they actually had to write it themselves. So it's not adapted from a book. They probably took some inspiration about the person to be able to create the screenplay. But Judas and the Black Messiah was originally wrote. That means if you want to know more about Fred Hampton, this is a good book to use. But this book was not what they used for the movie. That's why it's nominated Best Original Screenplay, meaning they wrote it by themselves. They didn't use a book to write it. In other words, they didn't adapt it from a book. So, but it's good to know that. I mean, it's interesting that they had two actors that are going to be Best Supporting.
Yeah, I hope one of them wins. Daniel Kaluuya is a fantastic actor, so.
Yeah, I liked him in Get Out. I've seen him in other things, but that's the only one that pops in my head. The other one's cute. I have yet to watch it. I've been tempted to watch it.
And that's cute.
That little girl looks so cute and adorable. It's Wolf Walkers. And what it is a young apprentice hunter. You can see the girl right there, the hunter. And her father journey to Ireland to help wipe out the last wolf pack, which that's not nice. But everything changes when she befriends a free-spirited girl, which you can see her right there, from a mysterious tribe rumored to transform into wolves by night. And this on Hoopla is not a book or anything. This is like the soundtrack.
Oh, okay.
Wolf Walker. So you want to hear the soundtrack? Oh, actually, it's the art, and I think it's the art from it. I don't know if they have the soundtrack. This is like art, so you can go and see the different shots, I guess, from the animation. So it is also nominated for Best Animated Feature. So it will be going up against Soul for that one. We'll see what happens, but it is cute. I don't want to spoil anything, but I think at one point the hunter ends up becoming like her. Not unbeknownst to her, she ends up turning also into a wolf. Oh, and she sees the other side of everything. We'll see how that goes on that one.
Yeah.
Next one is Promising Young Woman. And this is, it says right there, original motion picture soundtrack. Mm-hmm. It is nominated for Best Director. So No Mainland and this one are Best Director ones. Also, of course, Mank was also director. This one's Emerald Fennell and is also known for Best Picture. So there's a lot of them for a good field on this one. Best Actress, I love her, Carey Mulligan. Like her. She's come out in more, she reminds me of more of like an indie person, kind of like how Kristen Stewart went more indie and like Sundance kind of stuff. That's where Carey Mulligan typically is. She's pretty good. I like her. And is also nominated for Best Original Screenplay. So somebody originally wrote this, just like they did for Judas and the Black Messiah. So they will be going up against each other. So whoever, didn't give me the name, who was the screenplay, the original screenwriter, but it's interesting how to me, when they make movies, you have your writers and they have an idea, but to come up original screenplay, like you're not adapting or taking it from somewhere, to me, it seems they work more harder. It seems worth it, like a little bit more when it comes to those. Promising Young Woman is a young woman traumatized by a tragic event in her past. And she seeks out vengeance against those who cross her path.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like Fatal Attraction almost, it feels like. I don't know. It seems interesting. If you see the trailer, she doesn't seem recognizable. I think it's because she has longer hair, because Carey Mulligan is typically your pixie haircut, like real short. And here in the movie, she has long hair. So I honestly got her confused with a different actress. At first, I thought it was Elizabeth Banks, and then I thought it was somebody else. But no, it was Carey Mulligan on that one. Last one is Another Disney one.
Onward. Yeah, this one came out last year at like the peak of the pandemic. It was quite sad because everyone wanted to watch it. And then, sorry, got a Disney Plus it.
You Disney Plused it?
No, I didn't. I actually haven't watched it, but I remember everyone was really bummed.
Yeah, because at the time Disney Plus came out, and it's like, oh, we're not showing movies in theaters because they're all closed, so you can do it's only on Disney Plus.
Onward.
Well, if you didn't know about it, this is the two elven brothers embark on a quest to bring their father back for one day. Interesting. On that one, I honestly didn't know it was just for one day, but I know the characters. I know one of them, of course, is Chris Pratt, and I love Chris Pratt as an actor. He does voice the older brother, I think it is. He voices him. But as you can see, Best Animated Feature is nominated for. So Disney is going up against themselves. Besides Wolfwalker, Onward will be going up against Disney's Soul. So
I think Soul may win more. I feel like people like Soul better.
I think it might because of the context of what it's about. I think it might. It's gonna edge out Onward, but either way, it's a win for Disney.
Yeah.
So it's they have no worry about if they're going to win an award. Now, if Wolfwalker or the other person takes it, snags in animated feature, I'd be surprised.
Yeah. The fact that Wolfwalkers is even there, though, against two Disney films is really good. It shows, how good.
Yeah, because a lot of these animated ones, they do tend to be foreign. Sometimes they're from other countries, and then you have that Disney one that somehow makes it in there. So I'm excited. I want to just, a lot of times when I watch the Oscars is just to see who wins Best Picture. I'm just so curious in the end who wins. Of course, Best Actor and Actresses. Typically, you kind of can guess that one. If I had to do Best Actor, I'm going to give it to Chadwick Boseman on that one.
Yeah.
Because he's a good actor, and I don't want to say, but because I want to say it's pretty much because he's an actor. I hope it's not just because he passed away. And
but I mean,
committee votes for him on that. I think it's just his acting in that movie. He's going to win.
Yeah, I mean, his range is just really good, to begin with. So even though he's not here anymore, like, if that wasn't a factor, I feel like he would still win.
I think he would still win too. Actress, I don't know. I don't have a list of everybody, but you can go on variety.com, I think it is. And or you can type Oscars 2021 prediction and just click on variety.com. I think it's the one I use. And they give you a synopsis of everyone, and they kind of give you a prediction of which one. Actress, I kind of think it's going to end up being Frances McDormand just because the fact of no matter what it's about, I feel like that one's going to win because it's kind of like Charlize Theron where she did the serial killer Eileen Wood and she won because she was so ugly. The makeup and stuff they put on her was, you did not recognize her as Charlize Theron, and her acting ability to get in that character, she won. Eddie Redmayne, when he did, who was it? It wasn't when he was a woman. It was the other one where he was in a wheelchair. He was a famous scientist.
Oh, The Theory of Everything?
Yes. So like some of those sentimental, some of those no offense, but they end up being the one who wins. So
I mean, The Theory of Everything was good. I watched it.
It was good, but by just seeing what he did, how he completely changed himself, they won. Like Leonardo DiCaprio, he finally won an Oscar.
Finally.
A bear.
Yeah, he had to crawl into a bear to get it.
Yeah.
He deserves it.
So some of these, if you know the movies, you could kind of guess who's going to win just by that. Honestly, Gary Oldman might end up winning for Best Actor but I think Chadwick's going to edge him out and beat him on that one. Now, as always, make sure to remember to visit the Facebook and YouTube channel, Corpus Christi Public Libraries. You can go to the link right there on cctexas.com/library and click virtual programming, and you can see it. All the other off-the-shelf episodes, I guess you can call them, And you can also look at the other programs that the branches are offering. Just click on the link and it should send you straight to our YouTube channel. If you haven't already, subscribe to it, or of course, like our Facebook page. If you need help finding books that were turned into movies, you can go to the website and just search our catalog. You can use new book alerts, author check book user, or just call us. And we can help you out and try to research and find that book, or find out the movie if it's inspired, or let alone if it's on one of our online digital resources. We can help you out on that. Now here's a longer link right there. You can actually click on that full link if you feel like typing everything. Or you can just, like I said, go to shortcut and go to the website. I'm excited also for our next week's, because of the fact that we are going to be doing our 3 authors that are we would like to have for dinner. Well, make dinner for, I guess you could say.
I mean, just hang out with.
Like, yeah, there you go. The authors we like to hang out with. Each one of us, I have my 3. Avian has her 3.
I have my 3.
Misty, our manager, has her 3. And of course, Robin, the co-host, has her 3. So hopefully next week you will see all 4 of us, and we will let you know what our 3 authors. If you haven't guessed already, if you still have plenty of time, if you want to go on our Facebook page and just guess, leave a message and guess which 3 you think, all of us, just make sure to put our name. If you want to say guess for Victoria, for me, just put Victoria and guess an author, or all 3. Same thing for Avian, Misty, and Robin. You can put your guesses there, and we will let you know next Friday if you are correct. All right? So I'm excited, can't wait. I don't know about Avian. If you know who do you know our authors, or you just know yours?
I only know my authors. I don't know any of them.
See, then she has to get, she's going to have to wait for ours.
I have to guess 2.
But it's fine. Wait for that. All right. So we'll see you next Friday. I hope you have your guesses in. All right. Bye.
Bye.